The Morgan Report with David Morgan. Discover how to build and protect your wealth at themorganreport.com.
David Morgan from themorganreport.com for the weekly perspective for the week ending 23 January 2026. Well, I am going to go over the delivery situation that has been talked about quite a bit. And you can see this is from Nick Laird's website, Gold Charts R Us. And what we're looking at here is the year's delivery from 2025 up till 2026. And these big ones here, as you can see, are the delivery months. May is a delivery month, September is a delivery month, December is a delivery month. And you've heard these numbers. They're out on the web, like 68 million. This is like 75, and this is roughly 80 million. And this little one here is like 45 million. So you can see these very large deliveries on this. And this is a fact. Those are the deliveries. So I just wanted to do some verifying on that and leave it there. One thing I do want to add, just for the record, that purportedly, like this delivery is the largest ever. I would argue with that. The largest delivery actually was in 1999 when Berkshire Hathaway, i.e. Warren Buffett, bought 129.7, rounded up to 130 million ounces of silver. That's greater than 80. But anyway, a moot point, but I just wanted to get it into the record. All right, so moving on, we are looking at the Comex depository warehouse, warehouse stocks of silver, and the deliveries I just showed you for the same entity, the Comex. So now what we're looking at is January of last year, 2025, and we're roughly 300 million ounces of silver. And as you can see, it rose substantially up to, we'll call it roughly 500, flattened out, peaked up around now 530 or so. And from the September, a little past the deliveries there, it has come down, okay? Roughly, you might say, about 100 million ounces or so. So how can this both be true? How can you have all those deliveries and yet an increase in stocks until, as I said, past the September delivery, where it did fall off? But still, if you look at these numbers, 420 in January is a much bigger number than 300 a year before. So if you just go year to year and just connect those lines, you're looking at 100 million ounces. And both are true. And I think most of you that are watching my updates are well aware of why that is. But just to be certain, I did this same video with the rest of the story, as the late, great Paul Harvey would say, the rest of the story. And there is the rest of the story. I think most of you know it. If you don't, you should probably go to themorganreport.com, go to the blog tab, and start listening to these updates that I do every week called A Weekly Perspective. You'll get a handle on it. Again, I think most of you know the answer already, but I'm going to leave the mystery out there because there is a disconnect between how the delivery mechanisms actually work and what it actually means. So that's it. I will be back with a probably longer video next week. I'm in a rush. I have got more things to do than time allows this Friday. And everyone make a great weekend. And if you're in the football realm, I hope the team that you're rooting for wins. And if you don't bother with football, good for you. Bye for now.
The U.S. government debt is about to cross $37 trillion. That's not a typo. That's trillion with a T. Tariffs are being used to try and even the playing fields. Global supply chains are shifting. Inflation isn't going away. And the value of your dollar? It's quietly being drained while no one is really talking about this. The truth is, we're living through the early stages of a financial reset, whether anyone wants to admit it or not. And if you're still relying on mainstream headlines or financial advisors who just tell you to write it out, you could be blindsided when things really shift. That's where the Morgan Report comes in. For over 25 years, David Morgan has been helping investors cut through the noise. He tracks what actually drives markets, from precious metals and mining stocks to global debt and monetary policy, and show you how to protect and grow your wealth when the system is under stress. This isn't just about gold and silver. It's about having a clear-eyed view of where things are headed and making sure you're not caught off guard. The Morgan Report gives you real research, honest analysis, and strategies you can act on. Even in a world of rising debt, unstable currencies, and economic uncertainty. Go to themorganreport.com today. Download your free report. Get informed, get ahead, and take back control of your financial future. Themorganreport.com. Because $37 trillion in debt won't